Even your own senses have been lying to you. It's not just people around you or love songs and romantic comedies. You were taught that women are kind, caring, and selfless, that their love is pure, that they have good goals, and that their hearts aren't tainted by the darker urges that men have. The person who mapped out the darkest parts of the human brain, Carl Jung, found something much scarier. A power so basic and cunningly planned lies beneath every woman that most men don't notice it until it's too late. You'll learn something here that schools, therapists, and modern society don't teach you. How to predict how women will act, how to protect yourself from emotional warfare, and how to get back the power you lost to a game you didn't know you were playing. There is no sexism here. To stay alive. Remember, have you ever met a woman who seemed perfect, perfectly kind, loyal, and all too vulnerable, only to see her turn cold, indifferent, or even mean when you needed her the most? No, that wasn't a mistake. It's not just how people are. That was Jung's shadow at work, the secret self she hid her whole life, even from herself. As a woman, she loved you one day and then dumped you the next. You could feel it. The way she changed history to make you look like the bad guy for things you didn't do. In the moment, the tears seemed real, but now you see them as just another move in a game you weren't even aware you were playing. Jung saw this trend 100 years ago. He wrote in his own notes, "The feminine persona is a masterpiece of deception." It's not because women lie, but because that's how nature works. The first harsh truth is that women are built to lie. They don't choose to. Men evolve to conquer, build, and fight, while women evolve to live, and their ability to do so has always depended on how well they can understand how men think. That's why a woman will never love you no matter what. It's a deal, a discussion, or a biological contract where your worth is based on how useful you are. Jung called this the thema trap, which is when a man projects his own desire onto a woman and thinks that her act of vulnerability is real depth. That's where the scary stuff starts, because the woman you loved wasn't really there. She was a mirror that showed you whatever version of herself would keep you interested. She loved you when you were strong. She backed away when you showed weakness. If you didn't meet her unspoken demands, she punished you, not by getting angry, but by pulling away, acting like she didn't care, or giving you the silent treatment, which made you beg for bits of the love she used to give you. But this is only the top. What comes after is even worse. Jung didn't just show the illusion, he also showed why it was there. You'll never look at love the same way again once you know why women do these things. Are you ready for a question that will cut deep? Have you ever really been loved for who you are, or have they only valued what you give them? Your stability, your wealth, or your power to keep her from facing life's harshest truths? Jung's private writings show a scary pattern. Women don't love, they bargain. Remember when you lost your job. Did she stay, or did she stop respecting you? Did she love it when you showed that you were emotionally weak, or did she slowly pull away? It's not mean, it's just reflex. Women who put safety over feelings have lived longer than women who didn't for thousands of years, and that Darwinian truth still controls how women are attracted to each other today. Each time you were with her, this contract was there, the way her eyes lit up when you did well and went dark when you didn't. The way her love seemed to depend on how useful you were. This is what Jung called the maternal bargain. A woman's unconscious ability to figure out a man's genetic and social worth, and then change how loyal she is to him based on that. The worst part is that she has no idea what she's doing. You don't choose to be excited by youth and fertility, and she doesn't choose to dislike weakness either. It's coded or designed. It all makes sense after that. Every breakup, every sudden loss of interest, every "I just don't feel the same anymore." Some of Jung's most controversial writings say that women are unconscious predators. This isn't because they're bad, but because their ability to analyze, extract, and exit is important for their survival. People today think this is harmful, but nature sees it as important. She likes what you could be, but then she punishes you for not doing it. She wants your strength, and then tries it by making a mess. She wants you to be vulnerable, but as soon as you do, she loses interest. Instead of being hypocritical, this is hypergamy, the desire to find the best partner possible, even if it means going through a lot of emotional ups and downs. You don't hear this, but women hate this truth more than you do, because the deepest layer, which is buried in Jung's study, shows that women are most afraid of being seen, not being alone. Every man has a time in his life when the fantasy breaks. She has been following the script, which she didn't even know she had in her hands. Jung called this the shadow war, which is the fight that goes on in the background between what a woman really is and what she acts like she is. The scary part is that she's also losing that fight. Think of the woman who took advantage of you the most. Was she twirling her beard and laughing as she planned how to get rid of you? Of course not. Women who are dangerous are the ones who believe their own lies. It's not mean when she says things like, "I just want honesty while beating you for it," or "I'm not angry while making you suffer." Instinct does that. Jung found that women don't use force to control men. Instead, they shift your emotions in a way that makes your good qualities work against you. You've been here. She acts less responsible as you become more responsible. The more mental help you give her, the more problems she makes. You have to work harder to make her happy than she does to make you happy. This is what Jung called the martyr's trap. The shadow of a woman needs chaos to stay living. That is, if you are stable, she will make you less stable. She will test you if you are sure of yourself. Her unconscious wants proof that you can handle her evil, not because she wants to hurt you. And this is a truth that will make your skin crawl. The more beautiful a woman is, the more dangerous her shadow is. Jung's clinical files are full of stories about perfect wives who were quietly hurting their husbands, not by cheating on them or insulting them, but by making themselves look like they couldn't do anything. The headache that always happened, when he needed to be strong. The sadness that seemed to go away on its own when he stopped paying attention. These aren't plots. They're ways of staying alive that go back to the beginning of society. If a woman says, "I don't know why I'm this way," then you should believe her. In the same way that your hunger for her acts through you, her shadow acts through her. But there is still hope in this war. Jung found something even scarier than the shadow, a tool that could kill it. And once you know how to use it, you'll never be afraid of women again. Everything changes because of this last truth. In the past 9 minutes, I've busted every lie you've ever thought about women that made you feel better. Let's start over because Jung didn't show men how women really are to break them. He did it to make us dangerous, not mean or angry, like a lion dangerous to wolves. Like the truth, lies are dangerous. The most important thing that Jung's secret diaries showed was that a man who knows female nature cannot be controlled by it. The first rule is this: turn into her mirror. Women don't change because of lessons. They change because of what will happen. Jung made a big discovery when she realized that a woman's shadow only respects things it can't change. When she makes a mess, be still. Don't care when she plays the victim. Turn into unreachable when she tests you. This is not a punishment, but a matter of physics. Female nature curves around strong male resolve in the same way that light curves. Around a black hole, second law. Don't hire anyone else to do anything. It was natural for your grandfathers to know this. Don't let a woman be your therapist, your reason for living, or your moral guide. Jung showed us why. When you give a woman your mental oxygen, she has to suffocate you to stay alive. This is why men today are slaves. They beg for sex instead of commanding attraction. They ask for approval instead of setting rules, and they negotiate desire instead of sparking obsession. How to solve it? Get a soul that is so full that women don't have to pay attention to you. This is the last law. Use your shadow as a weapon. One of Jung's most controversial ideas was that a man's power doesn't come from staying away from evil, but from using it. Use your anger to get things done. Turn lust into energy for making things. Turn your fear of being alone into the ability to take care of yourself. Men who are integrated, that is, whose shadows are friends instead of enemies, are the ones women fear the most. For hundreds of years, only kings, warriors, and crazy thinkers were allowed to know this stuff. It's now yours. If you're going to use it, the question is when. Because the world needs guys who are dangerous and can't be down. Not mean guys, not guys who are mean, men who are sure of what they believe. You now know the truth. Living it is all that's left.